Hello everyone, this is AD and welcome to BIOMUTANT'S. This is the first game I ever was anticipating, which is not. I was going to play Resident Evil Village, but I didn't have the money to get it, so I actually ended up getting this. Hopefully this is the start of a new journey. Hope you guys stick around. With that said, let me begin. Gonna be put on medium, because that's how I like it.
Encode your DNA.
My goodness. Hyla? I might go with the Rex. Rex has more luck. Dum Dum takes a good hit, but Primal.
Define your genetic structure.
I think I might just go. Oh, look at that. Okay, so it doesn't. I like it right here.
Choose a genetic resilience.
I don't know what's good, so I'm just gonna go with.
Choose your first style.
What do you think of this?
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color.
Oh, that looks good.
Pick a class.
A class.
Mercenary. Deadeye. Commando. Cypher. Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Cypher. Commando. Deadeye.
This is really interesting.
Mercenary chosen. Sounds good.
This is really interesting. Okay.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around.
Oh, this is interesting.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to...
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress, and as soon as there's enough...
Man. This is interesting.
Right is always right.
Not always, but that's interesting though. We have like a devil and a... Oh gosh. Devil and the angel.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator...
Okay, so that is weird.
only grew stronger.
Okay, so I guess a mouse and keyboard for me. Yeah, let me quickly do something. Controls, mapping, WASD, okay. Jump. Melee, shoot, melee, reload, parry, Wong Fu, super wushu. Is control for anything. That's awesome. Oh, that is nice.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Okay, this is interesting.
predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Oh, that's really nice. Aim the camera towards the enemy.
Cutting edge.
This is much better at the control than a keyboard and mouse. I consider like playing FPS games on a mouse and keyboard because you have the advantage of having the mouse aim at where you want, so it doesn't like slow you down or mess you up. But man, this game is better played on a controller. What is this? Electric module. Weapon add-on. Attach to your ring. Extra damage. Oh. I don't need health though.
Not the easiest way to get up. The oil sludges everywhere. For most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Okay, so I'm not talking much, which is a problem for me, but I'm also having a problem with the mouse and keyboard. My hands are all spread out. There we go, sludge monsters down. Looting, fallen enemies can often be looted for healing items. Okay. A tongue tickety?
At least you got something for your trouble.
I'm trying to go into the water. It's not working out well. Okay, I'm just saying it. Man, it's hard to do this on a keyboard now.
Chop, chop.
Just get. I feel bad. I just like shooting bullets right into his side. Energy pack. Tickling toffee. Got 2 clinks. Let's take care of those exploding barrels. The detail in this world is amazing. Like, look at all this. Some enemies can't. You need to break the shield with melee attack. Okay, so see. This is really good combat. It reminds me of Deadpool. Upgrade points. Defeating enemies and completing side quests will give you XP. Leveling up will allow you to raise one of your attributes with 10. Dandy candy. Consumables, automation, outfits, character, increasing attributes. Okay, so level up. I'll do strength. One for the core. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so one for perks. General, what's the perks I'm getting? Mercenary. Got some candy. Okay, special attacks.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Old World Claw Bar. I love the cartoonish. It reminds me of Deadpool.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Okay, so this is interesting. Do I still keep the claw bar? Huh?
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Oh my goodness. Is that poison that I just stepped in? Gunk?
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Chop it up.
Man, that's a nice move.
That's a good find.
Bio points. Okay. Bio bobs. These points are used to mutations. Okay. Powers. Oh, I knew I saw something here. Health pack.
Keep hauling yourself into the air.
Okay. Exit the room. Get to bunker 101. Man, these transitions. Info sign.
Toxanol built vessels called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single arc they left behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
This is interesting. You found a puzzle. Okay. Switch. No. WS. Switch notes. QE to rotate the knife. Number of rotations you have left. Each node is a certain position. It must be rotating a complete puzzle. Okay, so Q. Okay, so I must figure out what to do. Okay, that was easy.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
So it sounds like a scientist's dream and nightmare.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
This game is really interesting.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
And I made them count.
There you go.
This is an interesting game. This game is more creative than airstrikes. Perfectly stunned. Stars circle above and after hitting. Okay.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Slashing damage. That's going to leave a mark. Close encounter. Keep hammering away.
I'm just sitting here.
That's the last of them.
Oh my
Let's
God.
talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. You should be able to use that.
I'm just picking up a bunch of candies. Assuming that that's where they are. Sure, the bug.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
I'm going to do this.
Mauya.
Cantita duela buffo.
It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma.
Mauya.
Muk bebuk.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Vunko vuntubo. Tolua lu toluka.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back. But he's grateful you have.
Miami.
It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Poyobut paikatawa. Tolua lu toluka.
After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other.
Kuchai. Hivar befarb. Iatu yao mawa.
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
My goodness.
Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
Well.
You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget.
Well.
He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
That is an interesting game. I can't save it. Dang it. Okay. So I guess I have to play. Oh, what? So my character can't swim? That is interesting. And it's funny how he drops to the bottom like that.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the pensai tree. They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Okay, this is a real nice Oh, no. That's a nice interjection with Elvis. No. Sounds like my grandma. This is a very interesting game. It's really creative, and the fact that they took so many references from other sources is amazing. Like, the past before is Elvis Presley. And
now that you've seen the nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
I'll just be nice.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eaters' DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the murk-puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the northwest route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the hoof-puff at the end of the east route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Kutuvun poputowe, ye mufurpo, bumu.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route.
Aya mu aya.
The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own.
Farfarifto, tuka kubu, weta gono.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Potowata fabobe, mok kofar.
His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride.
Come, Reaper.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
To wowu.
This is interesting. So this is an interesting game because we met Elvis Presley before he was old. Now we meet him again as an old man. But anyways, this is a really good game, and man, it's so creative. Like, look at my eyes. Like, look at his face. How cute can that be? It's so adorable. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you all soon. Drop a like and comment, and boom boom. I'll catch you all in the next episode of BIOMUTANT. Ideally out. Okay, so this is going to be a quick little thing because I can't save for some reason. So I'm just going to end up doing this. I'm just going to end up playing this a little bit. You guys are doing alright. And man, look at that beauty.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
That's why. So we can't save in the tutorial. There we go. Now I'm going to officially end it off here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We finished the tutorial and ideally out.